Hi guys, thanks for coming along today. I'm sure you'll enjoy the presentation that Mark and Dave will put on. I'm sorry I can't be there with you. An injury's forced me to stay in Melbourne this weekend, which is unfortunate, but I wanted to still share with you guys my Your Health story, I guess, and how I became so passionate about its products and involved in its business. I'd spent 5 years on the Adelaide Football Club's list and had been smart enough with my money over that time to be able to save up for a couple of properties, and had really enjoyed my time in the AFL. And people always used to tell me that it can get taken away at any time, and AFL careers are short. But as a 17-year-old drafted straight out of high school, I sort of thought that the world was my oyster and I was going to play football forever. But that wasn't the case. So late last year, I was 22 years old, played 21 games, and I was delisted by the Adelaide Footy Club with no clear direction on what I wanted to do outside of football. I sort of thought that I'd be playing football forever and it was never going to be an issue, but all of a sudden it did become an issue, and I was borderline unemployable. I'd studied 4 or 5 things over my journey, but had never completed anything. I had no degrees, no certificates, and before I knew it, I found myself doing a labouring job, waking up at 4:30 a.m, digging holes, filling them in with rocks. If any of you guys know me well enough, you'll know that I didn't enjoy my taste of the real world. And people always talk about how hard AFL pre-seasons are, but I'll take 3K time trials and everything that comes along with that over doing what I was doing any day. And I guess from there I was very lucky that one, I only had to do it for a couple of weeks because the Melbourne Football Club gave me a second opportunity at achieving my dream of becoming a consistent AFL footballer. I promised myself 2 things on draft day. One, that I'd have no regrets, whether I make it or I don't. I'd just leave no stone unturned, and I'd do whatever I had to do to achieve my dream. But 2, I would have a clear pathway of what I wanted to do outside of football. So when I did leave the game for the second time, whether it be after 12 months or after 10 years, I'd have a clear direction about what I wanted to do, and I guess where I wanted to go with it. It was a couple of weeks after I was drafted, I sat through the same presentation that you guys are about to sit through today. And I'll admit, at first, like a lot of you guys will be, I was very sceptical. A lot of the results that Mark and Dave will speak about will sound too good to be true. Things like increasing oxygen in the blood, improving endurance, improving strength. As I said, I thought it was way too good to be true, and but I guess what sold me and what got me over the line was Mark and Dave's passion and how positive they are, and also how great their knowledge is about nutrition and about these products. They don't just know what it does; they know why it does it, and they know how it's going to do it. And that for me was enough for me to start trying the products. And I guess to fit in with my number one goal of having no regrets with my second chance in AFL football, and it was to my surprise and that I did receive all benefits that Mark and Dave will speak about today. My endurance did improve, my body fat dropped, my energy levels increased, my sleep patterns were improved. I was getting better rest when I was sleeping. And the list will go on as you hear about it later. And I guess from there, I wanted to find out a little bit more about it. I wanted to get to know Mark and Dave a little bit more. I wanted to find out a bit more about this business opportunity, and I wanted to find out why all this stuff was happening for me. And it was from another 4 or 5 meetings with Mark and Dave that they explained to me about the business structure and their views on the future for Your Health and where they want to take it. And I guess that struck a pretty strong chord with me. Dealing, one, not having to wake up at 4:30 a.m. was a big selling point, but it was just their ability to deal with people consistently on an everyday basis, and not just improve people with their health, but improve their whole way of life. And that's what the Your Health message is. It's not just about supplements; it's about improving people's way of life, and that's struck a strong chord with me. And I'm very proud to say that I'm a part of the Your Health family, I guess. And I go to presentations with Mark and Dave, and I'm very excited to spread the Your Health message into Adelaide today, and and hopefully to expand it further in the future. Guys. So thanks for listening, and I hope you all enjoy the presentation. Thank you.